新たな物語の始まり、大いなる戦いの前の4編の談笑、フェイト、グランドオーダー、エピック・オブ・レムナント、新宿厳霊事件。
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fate Grand Order. The Epic of Remnant is now here as we have defeated Part 1. When I came in, I already went in because I was like, I actually asked people on Twitter, I'm like, hey, when I click start, will it like throw it at me and be like, hey, you know, like you're going back in? No, you have to choose, and there's a lot to choose from, it seems. All 4 pseudo-singularities are here, as well as a new prologue, which I am curious about. So I also got some summoning stuff, being the Saint Quartz, which I'm gonna hold on to for now. However, I do have a free 10-point summon. I mean, free 10 summon. Let's go. Let's do this. Why not? Oh, yeah, it's the same as always. I love it. So. We do have 12 summon tickets. And just for the heck of it, I'm going to say we're going to use them. Because I want to get something good to start off this new part. I'm feeling it. I shouldn't have clicked the first time. Let's see. It's an archer. It's a Robin Hood. I'm honestly not expecting anything too crazy. In fact, I bet you if I click, it'll just... Okay, I clicked. And it gives me... Oh. We're probably not going to get anything amazing. And that's okay, because honestly, I'm feeling good. Oh, maybe I'm not. You know what? Let's not do that. I was going to go and use them. But those rolls are proof that it is not my lucky time. So I will not. Instead, I'm going to tell you the plan. The plan. We're going to start the first pseudo-singularity. That is the plan. Now, I know I've had a lot of people give different ideas about, well, I should check out Shimousa, because apparently that one has some important stuff for the story. You know, there's a lot of different stuff going on and they said, like, Salem and Agartha, I don't need to worry about. Don't worry about those right now. But they say Shinjuku and Shimousa are, like, the ones you want to. The plan is going to be, for now at least, I'm going to start Shinjuku. And once I find a point where I'm like, okay, I get what's going on, once the plot starts, we are going to move over, not this part, probably next part, into the prologue so that we can get going into Lost Belt 1. Because it is, as of my time, November 1st. And I need to get to I need to finish Lost Belt 1 before December something. So because of that, I only have a month. It took me until after the part that I realized that, you know, the characters in-game had a real-world time limit they're running up against, and I have a time limit I'm running up against, so it was, like, thematically appropriate. That's pretty cool. However, let's start off with Shinjuku here, and, yeah, let's head on in. Easy does it. Where would you like to put this, senpai? The closet? Understood. It certainly has gotten messy, with everything that's happened over the last year. We're overdue for a spring clean. I, Match Kyrielite, will have this place spick and span in no time. Woohoo! Thank you, Fu, but we'll be fine. Please wait here until we're done. Hey, you two, how's things? It's the slacker queen. Shouldn't you be, I don't know, working, Da Vinci? Isn't it obvious I'm slacking off? Seriously, Da Vinci? Hey, don't give me that look. Part of my job is making sure the two of you are in tip-top shape. Oh, and if any of the higher-ups ask where I am, tell them I'm not here, okay? Tell them we geniuses need 3 times more rest than most people so we can work 30 times more efficiently. I think these are your personal belongings, senpai. What would you like me to do with them? Don't open them up. Don't. Just put them under the bed. Okay, got it. Under the bed it is, then. Ooh! Ooh, what are you doing hiding under Senpai's bed? Oh no, now you're all covered in dust. Ooh, shake, shake. Stop it, Fu, you're getting the bed all dusty. Ah, it's rather peaceful now. Feels good. Oh, that takes care of this part of your room. Since Da Vinci's here too, why don't we take a little break, Senpai? I'll go make some tea. Woo! Thank you, Fu. It's nice of you to keep me company. Be back soon, Senpai. I'm glad to see her in high spirits again, but she's still not completely healed? Yes and no. Her exam results were all perfect. Her cell structure is rejuvenated to that of a teenager, and her nerves and blood vessels are like new. But the non-human parts of her, that's another story. The enormous magical energy she possessed as a demi-servant is gone, and her magical circuits are all jammed. Wait, what? She doesn't have... She can't be... She's not like a... She's not a servant? What? You've learned a lot about magecraft over the last year, so you know that magical circuits last for life. Whenever a mage uses a spell, they flip a switch to turn on the magic circuits inside their body. This activates them and voila, they can cast spells. When they don't need them, they flip the switch back. Basically, the switch is always there, and your ability to use spells depends on whether it's on or off. This is nice. So, it's interesting. When I read that in Stay Night, I thought it was like a metaphor for like how Shiro imagined doing magic. But now, no, we're learning. No, everyone has their switch. But right now, there's no way to turn on Mash's circuits, even though the circuits themselves are fine. It's kind of like the switch is jammed and can't be flipped. Does Mash know about this? Of course, patients have a right to know about their condition nowadays. She was puzzled by this abnormality with her magical circuits too, but she was glad to learn she's healthy. Anyway, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Don't worry, it'll sort itself out eventually. I'd add, though, that it might be a good idea for Mash to get out a bit more. Like, say, going to school. Call the Academy opening soon, let's go! I know what you're thinking. Naturally, genius that I am, I'm free to wear a student uniform or teach art as I please. And no, that does not include working at the school shop, thank you very much. So do you think the school teacher look suits me pretty well, right? Yes! Yes, always wear that. It really does! It's much better! Big improvement! Put him back on! At any rate, put them back on. I say as the master of Caldia. If Mash really were to start going to school, I bet she'd have guys and girls alike fawning over her. You don't say. She'd be getting love letters every day, confessions left and right. I just love innocent young couples. The teasing opportunities alone make life worth living. Nobody's laying a finger on my precious Kohai. She's gone. Da Vinci, stop filling Senpai's head with nonsense. Please don't pay her any heed, Senpai. Here, have some tea. Go on. So you, seen anyone right now? Nobody. Besides, I haven't even had time to think about things like that. With all that's happened. Alright, enough joking around. You really do need to think about your future, Mash. You only get to dream big when you're young. This is your chance to broaden your horizons. Yes, I know that. It's just... Of course, you'll need someone with experience to help guide you. Isn't that right, Tanner-senpai? As her senpai, it's your job to make sure Mash has a bright future ahead of her, don't you think? Oh, I am on it. I love how the main... There's been... You know what, speaking of switches, there was a switch that hit about... I think people in the comments were talking about this. I think it hit about halfway through America, where the main character started to realize... I am the protagonist. And no, I don't have to be stoic. Now that's what I like to hear. Come to think of it, those people from the Maids Association didn't stick around for very long, did they? We must have overloaded the poor minds with the sheer quantity of data we gathered over the last year. Yeah, they just kind of came and left. Between Caldia summons and on-site summons, we easily called upon more than 100 servants. And then there was us visiting singularities in 7 different eras and the 10+ race shifts to minor singularities in between. Normally, a race shift is a major event and requires approval from the Maid Association and the United Nations. We may have done it to save the world, but we still broke all sorts of regulations. Still, the fact remains that we saved the world. Senpai? Yeah, what? What's up? I just overheard this while making the tea. What'd you overhear? Are you kidding me? Hey, don't shoot the messenger. As soon as the first team gets here, they're gonna shake things up with the staff. Looks like they're foisting a bunch of well-known mages from all sorts of fields on us. We still don't have the complete list, but here's a few things we know are coming. Augustus Henrik Asplund from Valais, Kraust Rene Wagner from Kaizer, Valeria Cefesoli from Mistyle, and Missaria Crowlum from Chimera. I don't recognize any of those. As if that weren't bad enough, it sounds like policies is getting involved too. They're talking about completely overhauling Caldia while they analyze the data. Perfect storm of aristocracy, neutrality, and democracy. Who gives them the right to... Lev Liner. Oh. Remember how he served as an advisor, right? There's every possibility he had an accomplice, and it's entirely possible that if he did, they're still out there. That's why we've got a target on our backs. We are all under suspicion for an act of terrorism that put 38 top-tier mages in comas. We can't ask the Animospheres for help since they're still in upheaval after Olga Marie's death. First, they need to designate the family that divided the Animosphere Origin Crest as the new successor and get the other family's consent. Once that's done, they have to complete all the rituals and get the various approvals needed for succession before they can finally come to Caldia. By the time that happens, we'll either have lost all the authority, or in the worst case, we'll ignore all our achievements, freeze Caldia's assets, and seal everything away, including us. Damn it! Only Dr. Roman were still alive. Come on, we've wasted enough time talking about this. Besides, I wanted Dr. Tanner's file while I still can. What? And you, along with other people, are going to help me. Huh? Why should I? Hey, listen, let me put it to you like this. You really think they'll believe that a master with no experience, who showed up on the day of the attack just to fill an empty space on the roster, was able to command several different servants and take on the actual heroes of all the different time periods he visited? Alone, without a modicum of support? And finally, that when the dust settled, he'd actually managed to restore humanity? Because even I don't believe it. Shouldn't even be alive right now, but we are, and it's all thanks to him. Well, listen, I'm sorry. It's just when you stop and think about what Tanner has accomplished, it's unbelievable. Hey, don't worry. I look in the mirror every day and say, how the hell did you get through university? So much so that the Mages Association, Caldia included, may get caught up in political infighting. I'm sure they will, and before it's over, someone's going to, get disappeared. So that's why I want to edit Tanner's information while I still can, even just a little bit. For example, we could have it say Caldia's backup was in fine shape even after the terrorist attack. This amateur master we've been relying on was never more than a way to maintain servant contracts. Dr. Roman was the one who handled all the complex matters, including the hero negotiations and so on. I know this is wrong. I'll even end up disgracing Tanner's name. But he's been fighting alongside us for over a year now. Don't you want to make sure he has a future? Okay, I'm in. Where do we start? Let's start with Orleans, where the first Singularity was. Oh boy, oh boy! I see. Well, they've actually got the right idea. After everything, there's no doubting that Tanner is a hero who saved the world. So now that the Association knows his talent, they're not going to leave him alone. Assuming, of course, that we just hand over the raw data. I don't want Senpai to get caught up in a political battle either. But it's not fair that nobody will know that he saved the world. I wouldn't say nobody. Senpai? I mean, you all know. He's right, you know, Mash, so do I. So does the entire Caldia staff, and Romani. And don't forget the many servants he formed contracts with. Heroes, anti-heroes, the servants who gathered at the Temple of Time, they certainly know. I bet even Goetia gets it. Each and every one of them knows exactly who is responsible for saving the world. Hey, that's more than enough. I hope you never change, Senpai. I really truly respect you. You're amazing. Besides me, there's a few others I can think of who are sure to testify that you saved the world. There's Saint Jean d'Arc, Maiden of Orleans, Nero Claudius, the Roman Emperor, Francis Drake, the Great Pirate, Mordred, the Treacherous Knight, Florence Nightingale, the Mother of All Nurses, Bedivere, one of King Arthur's faithful knights, and King Gilgamesh, the Golden King of Heroes. You couldn't ask for a better test ceremony than that. Well, I don't know about Gil. Of course, it's possible that they'll have no memories from their summoning once they've returned to the throne. Foo-foo! Yes, what is it, Foo? Oh, you want a snack? Foo! Foo kind of seems more innocent these days, doesn't he? Dang. Now then, they're going to start investigating Chaldea pretty soon, so I think I'm going to make my escape. You two can stay here and make sure the whole room is nice and clean. See you later. Okay, good luck, Da Vinci. Try not to slack off too much, okay? Okay, Senpai, shall we get back to cleaning? Look, there's still all those Halloween and Christmas decorations piled up in the corner. We should put these away, too. Let's do it, Mash. Yes, Master. Woo! There, that looks much better. Now what's next? I've got it. We should take this chance to clean the other rooms so they'll be ready when the servants come back. What the? That's the alarm! Woo! What's going on? Tanner? Mash? It's an emergency. I need you to come to the command room right away. Let's go, Senpai. Been a while since we heard one of these. I can't pinpoint the Singularity's location. It appears confined to an incredibly small area. Analyze its wavelength. Find out if it's similar to the other Singularities. I found it. It's 74% similar to Singularity F. Okay, now filter the analysis to major Japanese cities. How long will that take? It'll be 5 minutes. I've got Shiba's observation results. Foundation of humanity fluctuation is over 30%, almost the same as the 7 Singularities. Although, that's strange. Something's off. Off? Off how? I'm sorry, it may just be my imagination. I've seen 7 Singularities over the past year, and something about this new one just strikes me as odd. Don't dismiss your intuition. I want you to think about what it is until you remember. Yes, ma'am. I'll start comparing the other Singularities right away. I've got it now. It's in Tokyo, in the Shinjuku ward. That is small. Shinjuku's just a single ward in the entire capital city, right? The year is 1999. 1999. I don't remember any historical events taking place then. Watch it literally be us going there for when the economic bubble collapses. No, it was a perfectly ordinary year. There were no events that could result in a singularity, but what if the foundation of humanity, oh my god, what if the foundation of humanity is breaking in 1999 because someone saved the Japanese economy, meaning that all the stuff that Japan had to make in the broken bubble economy never gets made, which means Fate never gets made? Son of a gun. Tanner reporting for duty. Mash Curielite reporting for duty. Tanner, Mash. What in the world? We've got another singularity. Hi, but isn't Goetia... Yes, we know. This shouldn't even be possible. Goetia's gone and the 7 singularities were all repaired. However, one thing always bothered me. The fact that singularities pose a threat from the moment of their occurrence. Look, you've been going around quashing every little singularity that popped up this past year, right? Those occurred because of the emergence of the 7 singularities created some major time distortions, which in turn affected other timelines. And just because the 7 singularities were repaired doesn't mean those distortions simply disappear. That said, I couldn't have foreseen that until the appearance of another singularity on par with those. No way you slice it, this is not good. And to make matters worse, the people the Mage Association was supposed to send still aren't here. Which means... You got it, Tanner. We have no choice but to ask you to repair the singularity as well. I've already told the UN Association that this will be part of the Demon God Pillar incident cleanup. They weren't totally on board with it, but they should be satisfied once we send them the data. So on that note, Tanner, it's time for you to step up and save the world again. You mean Senpai has to fight yet again? Well, I don't think any master who's unfamiliar with what it's like in a singularity would stand much of a chance here. After all, it looks like this new singularity is just as abnormal as the other 7. I think so too. But that's exactly why I think Senpai I mean, Master shouldn't go. Am I wrong? No, you're not wrong. But the fact remains that right now, Tanner is the only Master we've got. Thankfully, we still have some servants here too. I'll race shift them along with you so you won't have to worry about anything while you get to the bottom of this. So that's where we stand. Da Vinci? Hey, don't worry. I promise I'll come back. Senpai. The coffin is ready. We're good to go anytime. Good. I'll be straight with you. The situation is dire and we have no clue what's going on. Mash, you should have a good idea what Romani's role was by now, right? You need to verify Tanner's existence so that he doesn't disappear. His vitals will be in constant state of flux. Don't take your eyes off them. If any start to show abnormal values, edit them immediately. You won't be able to sleep until things calm down. In some ways, this may be harder than race shifting. But no matter how dire it gets, focus on your master's data and keep validating his existence. That's the best thing you can do for Tanner right now. How about it? Are you up for it? I am. I vow to support Senpai as best as I possibly can, or my name isn't Mashikure Light. Hey, let's both give it our all. I really hate that I can't fight alongside you, but these orders from Dr. Roman are important too. I promise to do my very best to carry them out. Good, now I won't have to worry about that part of this job. Delegating's the best. Da Vinci, whatever it is you're thinking, I don't think I like it. Let's get to it then. Shinjuku, Tokyo, 1999. It should be one of the safest times and places in history, but now something's going on there. I know that telling you this is reading is hard. I know that telling you this is like trying to tell me how to paint, but watch your step out there, Tanner. Master Cannon number 48, Tanner. If you wish to save humanity, if you wish to have a future beyond 2018, then you alone must go and face these 7 singularities in human history. Are you prepared to do this? Can you shoulder the murder of Caldia and humanity's future? Boy, my memories are broken. How pathetic. Looks like I'm the only one who is yet to mentally prepare. That's coming to an end right now. The look on your face, Tanner, it's cheered me up. As the acting director of Caldia, I order you to enter the coffins. Please, put an end to his absurd scheme. Prove that an endeavor as hollow as Solomon's simply needs to go up in flames without anyone ever knowing about it. Are you alright, Tanner? Yeah, I'm fine. See you later. Okay, then it's time to board the coffin. Can we change the name of those? I don't like it. Starting on summon program, commencing Spiritron conversion. Race shift begins in 3, 2, 1. All systems are go. Analyze Lost Order, commencing belt recast. Oh, those were new. So is Mash just no longer playable as a servant? Quarantine Territory of Malice Shinjuku, the Shinjuku Phantom Incident. Ooh, interesting. Oh yeah, it's a small map. Never mind, not really, actually. Okay, I recognize this thing from video games. That's for sure. Is this just a real picture Shinjuku they took from above? It almost looks like it. Let's head off to Yoyogi to Chomi. Singularity Landing. We got some casters, huh? Okay! Gotta upload that data. Oh, I guess now with the time zone changed today, so now it's 9 p.m. Okay, right. Normally it used to be 10 p.m. it would come in and do the changes, but oh, we got a little bit of a thing. It's already there, so we're good, but interesting. Is there new news or something? We got new master missions. But, hey, we got that. Oh, it's gonna be 9 p.m. now, huh? Well. Oh, and the event's gone. So, is that a new summon campaign, perhaps? New interludes for those characters? Okay. Let's check the news. Oh, 12 million downloads. Good news, I have some wonderful gifts for 12 million downloads. Congrats on reaching 12 million. Part 1 One? Okay. Choose one of the 4-star servants. Okay. Please note that, eligible servants. So, I'm going to say right now who I'm thinking of. Saber Alter, because Fate. And she's story locked, which means I wouldn't ever randomly find her. I was thinking you, but you're not story locked, so that's fine. There's also Gorgon, who's always a good choice, but I don't really need that. Present for 30 for 30 Saint Quartz for those reactions. We'll get that in no time at all. Consecutive login bonuses. Summon tickets. Nice. New Hellfire of Wisdom 5-star SSR EXP cards. Wow. Oh, those are nice. And they're gonna... This is what I've been waiting for. We can get these in the friend point summon. That's what people said. Wait for that then. 1/4 for all part 1 and half for all part 2. That's good. We're working on that. New master missions. Oh, hey, let's see these. During it, 12 million DL1s. Let's see here. Sure hit to the engraved card. That's pretty good. So I need to complete all them. Just kill 3 of a bunch of the different types. 10 new friend slots added, regardless of level. Holy crap. 4 times friend points. There's so much! For the limited time, the following will be... Oh, hey, good thing I have a bunch of points there. Yo, MASH looks so stoned. Holy crap. 5 of them for 1,000 each. I can afford 2. Okay. Whoa, my god, there's so much. Returning Master, who have been away for the game for a while. That's not me. I've been playing every single day. There's also a thing to get Abigail or Caster of Okeanos. Okeanos. So when is that? From the 5th. Okay, well. Now I know when to use those 999 there and hopefully try and get a certain someone. Let's see here. You know what? Should I try and get Ku Alter? Because he's really good. Let's go. And Mev, too. Let's try and get them right now. Let's go. Why not? No one can stop me. Ruined Church. Let's see here. They're on rate up. If I get them, that'd be pretty hype. Oh, wow. Okay, 2 Inverted Moon of Heavens, huh? That's how we're gonna go, huh? Tower Toda. Come on. I know I said we're not going to, but now I feel good. Come on. Oh, jeez. Oh, this is bad. Come on, please. 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 Oh, this is rough. Not a single 4-star anything, huh? Oh, Gander, at least. That's decent. Come on, baby. Last one. It's not going to be anything where... Oh, well. Double-sided. No. It's a Zerker. It's Darius. Well, that sucked. That's fine. One of those things that was bound to happen. Alright. Hey, we're back to flipping on in. Okay. Here we go. Oh, guest servant. People always say, pick the guest servants, and I shall. Let's move that up. Okay. And let's go. Let's see what we got. Oh. That's new. That's a new screen. Listen to this, listen to this Chrono Trigger wind. Tur. What's up? Tur. Wake up, Tur. What's going on? Master, please wake up. Ash? Master, please get a hold of yourself. I'm falling. This is the 7th Singularity all over again. What's going on? There must be servants nearby. Let's ask them for help. This can't be right. All the servants that should have race-shifted alongside Tanner have been sent flying. Tanner doesn't have any servants to support him anymore. But, Da Vinci, you have to call him back. We can't. The Singularity is establishing itself too quickly. We can't bring Tanner back until he fixes the era. We'll give it a shot, but I don't think we can do it before he hits the ground. Master, I'm done for. This sucks. Ah yes, save the falling boy. That is precisely the girl's role in this soon-to-begin story of love and hope. The meet-cute, as it were. Soon enough, you'll be off gallivanting about with your new love, doing your best to fix a singularity, or perhaps not. I'm guessing I think who this is. Truly a lovely story, a grand take, unfortunately, though. Yes! Your rescuer is neither a dapper young gentleman or a beautiful young lady. You must content yourself with yours truly, a rather shady-looking old man. Thank you! My, I'm impressed you have the wherewithal to mind your manners at a time like this. You must be exceptionally polite or exceptionally foolish. Let us hope for the former. Now for the landing! Ooh, that was no mean feat for a gentleman of 50 or thereabouts. But I brought it off perfectly. Not that I would expect anything less of me. Right then, how are you holding up? No brain damage? Nerves, right? Bones intact? Pardon my lack of manners. I must have been scrutinizing you rather closely. Well, don't mind me. I'm just a dried-up old man, not much different from being expected by a machine. The important part, of course, is to be certain that you are still fit and able. Excellent. Now that we know you're all well. Welcome to Hell, Master of Chaldea. Hell? Just take a look at what's happened to this city. I don't know, this looks like the Japan I know. What's all this? Spellcasters, demonic beasts, sentient mannequins, and pseudo-soldiers known as Hornets. Almost all of the good people have died off, leaving only the worst of the worst. A fin de siècle in every sense of the word. Cut off from the outside world, the city has become a prison. A horrible cesspool of the unutterably vile. We call it Shinjuku, the quarantine territory of malice. Shinjuku? Quarantine territory of malice? It seems that the time has come to reveal Shinjuku's first secret. It is nothing earth-shattering, but go on, see for yourself. What's up? Is that a wall? It's surrounding all of Shinjuku, just like the one that encircled Uruk. Right you are, it is a wall, and yes, it does indeed surround Shinjuku. So what's beyond the wall, you ask? Nobody knows. No transmissions come in, no transmissions go out. I thought that everything burned down when humanity was incinerated. Currently unable to analyze anything but Shinjuku. Shibi can barely make out the scattered remains of the wards that neighbor Shinjuku. But otherwise, the outside of the wall appears to be the same as the periphery area of the singularities during the singulation. Sorry. Singularities during the incineration. Guys, I've played about 5 hours of Fate today. And my reading capabilities are going in the trash. I apologize. Excuse me, what's that tower over there to the west? Oh, you mean Shinra headquarters. Tower? Ah, that tower. Oh, sorry, no, that's Da Vinci. Frick! I don't remember that being there. Hey, servanty person, do you know what that is? Oh, that? I believe you'll find out that is the lair of the one who will be your nemesis here. But I'm afraid you won't be getting there anytime soon. I'm sure you understand that in stories such as ours, the path to the villain is circuitous at best. So you mean the path cuts off before it reaches there? What about hopping along the rooftops? I'm afraid that would make you easy pickings for the enemy servants. Servants? Just who are you? Yes, I think it's about time you told us that. I see. I suppose it would only be proper for me to tell you my true name now. But remember this, young master of Chaldea, usually a servant must keep their true name hidden. After all, revealing it would also mean revealing their weakness. The more invincible a renowned hero of myth seems, the more certain they are to have a weakness. Mythology, after all, does sometimes have its plot devices. Sometimes the bigger the monster, the easier it is to dispatched. Thus, the custom among us servants of calling each other by class names in typical Holy Grail wars.
Though I am given to understand that there was no time for that sort of thing during the restoration of humanity. Of course, with any number of masters urgently shouting, Archer attack, Archer heal, and Archer defend, one could be forgiven for getting a little confused. Nonetheless, in this singularity, revealing one's true name could prove well fatal. I'll be clear on that, young man. As such, I can tell you my class name to facilitate easy communication, but I cannot yet reveal my true name. I will hope you understand.
So what's your class, then?
You don't waste any time, do you? An admirable demonstration of your decisiveness. Very well, then, I shall tell you my class name. I'll even be more specific to help make it a proper appellation. My class is Archer. Here I am known, or so I'm told, as the Archer of Shinjuku. No, stop that. Put that cell phone away. I see you looking up Sherlock fanfiction. No, how dare you? Of course, you may simply call me Archer if you're sure you won't find it confusing.
Don't you think that sounds a little like...
Like the name of a Kabukicho host, you say? I cannot blame you for thinking so. This butterfly ensemble does seem to have been made with an eye for garnering female attention.
I don't know if I could see him as a host club sort of guy.
Not that I had any interest in or luck with women when I was alive, of course. Alright then, let us begin our trip into hell.
An archer class, huh? I would have guessed you were a caster.
You're a sharp one, aren't you? Even my spirit origin wonders if I wasn't originally supposed to be a caster. You know what, never mind that for the moment. I may seem otherwise, but I am most assuredly an archer. In my 1999, you don't even have to wait around for Angle Moi. If all the weapons of mass destruction scattered around the world were activated, we'd be done for. Of course, it's usually the case that doesn't happen. Theoretically, that's even how it should be. Without something akin to divine intervention, destroying the world should have been an impossible dream. But now the world's so small, it could fit in the palm of your hand. That certainly simplifies matters. Today, each and every one of us has the potential to destroy the world. How things change. My apologies, listening to me rambling on when we should focus.
Toxic bad guy, dresses in modern day clothing, looks like a caster. I'm drawing a blank.
Sorry about that. At any rate, Master of Chaldea, you may want to take a few steps back from where you're standing. What with the net and all?
A net? The internet in 1999? Damn, I missed. Is that a wire mesh or something? Master, I'm picking up several hostile-looking entities. You need to get out of there immediately.
Now, just hold your horses, young miss. This is an excellent opportunity to truly understand what's happened to Shinjuku. But I will, of course, assist. It is the very reason I saved the young master here, after all. Think of this as my audition of sorts.
Now we've got him. Hey, over here, guys. What a handsome guy. Can't wait to mess him up. Those are no run-of-the-mill ruffians. Are they enchanted? How could ordinary humans in 1999 do that?
An excellent question. The answer to that is that they are not, in fact, ordinary. They're spellcasters that have managed to survive this living hell. Only the truly wicked can survive in Shinjuku as it is now. Anyone lacking that virtuous virtue, that vicious virtue, meets with oppression or death. Order is long since gone. Chaos is all that remains.
Kill them. If their bodies are clean, the necromancer will give us a good price for them. Necromancer?
Now then, Master of Chaldea. Now that you are in this evil world awash with sin and bereft of punishment, what do you have to show me?
I have nothing to show you. I'm human.
Oh, don't misunderstand. You're a simple one, aren't you? No need to show me anything. All you have to do is do what must be done. I can enjoy the show on my own accord.
You tell that, Archer Senpai. Senpai repaired all 7 singularities. He's the greatest master in the world. Take it down a level, Mash. Oh, sorry, Senpai. That just slipped out. Alright, Mr. Archer of Shinjuku. I have no doubt that Tanner's going to put on a great show for you, but I know a better way to satisfy you. Shall I tell you what that is?
No need for that. I understand perfectly. Very well, Master. Use me however you see fit. I am the Archer of Shinjuku, servant at large, and master of magical bullets.
So, not only do I totally know who he is, but, like, he's been in like 3 or 4 events that we've been in, and it basically makes, like, unlike some of the other Epic of Remnant, like, hidden name ones where, like, I actually have no idea, him in particular, zero hiding who he is. Anyways, let's start with, actually, let's do some of this. Okay. Alright, let's go.
Queen, King.
I don't love his voice, though, in Japanese. I don't know. It doesn't fit in my eyes. Like, I know that is his voice. There's not much I can change for that. However, just something about it, it's like, I feel like they could have given him a bit more of an old, I don't know. Just something about it. You know, just one of those things. Alright. Well. Fatal battle. Oh. This new? I think this is a new battle theme. Interesting. Well, let's start off with a big ol' attack with you. That gives you meter, huh? So when you have 10 or more sea stars, which we don't have. Okay, can't do that. So let's instead go... Now this will give 10 stars, which will be enough to then probably get his super off, which I've seen before, though I don't know its name. I actually remember using him quite early on. Like when I first started Fate Grand Order. So long ago. We don't even need it, it seems. Okay. Yeah. Nah. Personally not a big fan of his voice. That's just me. I mean, I love him as a character. It just doesn't sound about right. Again, it's entirely me. All enemies defeated. Well done, Master. Hey, Mash, got a second? What is it? Do you have any idea what the Arch of Shinjuku's... Shinjuku! That's what it is now! Your name might be? I'm afraid not. Not only am I the world's most eminent artist, but I am also the world's foremost authority on servants. And that one doesn't line up with anything I know. Even if I narrow down the scope to either archers or casters, there's always something off about him. Yes, I think so too. I get the feeling that he's not just hiding his name, he might even be disguising his class. You too, huh? Still, I can understand mistaking, say, a saber for a berserker. But mistaking a caster for an archer? That seems seriously unlikely. And then there's his fighting style. Yes, I wondered about that too. An archer who uses bullets? Naturally, I've got a few ideas, but he doesn't line up with any of them. At any rate, we should keep trying to find out who he is. But don't say anything about this to Tanner. Understood. We'll continue to investigate his identity while this operation is underway. What if Sherlock Holmes just walked by and is like, oh, there he is. Yes, I know him. Damn it, you'll pay for this. Talk about cliched. What is this, Yakuza?
All done. I must say, one truly feels one's years when being summoned at this age to fight in battle.
Yeah, so you weren't you summoned in your prime?
You've got me there. I suppose this must be me in my prime. I am in excellent shape, and this weapon, this coffin, certainly makes it easy to hit whatever I happen to be aiming for.
Now is your prime? Are you certain?
Right you are, young knight. I have no memory whatsoever of being young during my prime. In fact, ever since I got older, my memory's been hazy and fragmented. It's really quite troubling. Why was I fighting here, I wonder?
For justice?
Justice, is that what you call this? Although, this feeling in my chest, maybe it is what you'd call justice. You really are a sharp one, aren't you? Perhaps a little too sharp.
So, Archer of Shinjuku, now that things have calmed down a bit, I was hoping we could have a chat.
Yes, I certainly understand. You want to know more about what's going on in Shinjuku here, don't you? And I'm sure you especially want to know how it's unusual and where history might have gone astray. Well, before we get to that, why don't we make a deal? I will tell you the truth about this city. In return, you pay me accordingly.
You take credit?
Neither, really. What I want from you is trust. I want to hear you say you trust me and also act accordingly. In all my life, there's only one thing which I've trusted absolutely, and you are not it. Do you think you can trust me?
I want to.
So it's not that you don't trust me, it's that you want to, eh? Good. If you had agreed to trust me right away, I would have packed up and gone home immediately. Not that I have a home to go to, of course.
That smug look is infuriating, I will say.
No, this is just how I look natural. At any rate, neither of us trusts the other yet. But I think there's one big thing we can agree on. We cannot permit Shinjuku to remain as it is. Evil cannot be permitted to rampage unchecked. I think it's safe to say we're on the same page there.
Yeah, for now.
Delightful! Then I shall do my utmost to earn your trust, and you may demonstrate what you're capable of. You commanded numerous servants and triumphed over the 7 singularities, right? That means you're not only the last master in the world, you're also the greatest. Now that I must see for myself. Oh.
Oh. Hi, Dante. Month 10. Day Y. Dante's journal. To be frank, good cannot exist here. Here, good is fragile and unreliable. Cooperation is impossible. Therefore, no choice remains but to rely on others. Reliance makes for less than the sum of its parts. As such, evil will always refuse good. A cat all skin and bones has summoned the last of its strength to consume a dog's remains. Its gaze is as sharp and deadly as a knife. The rats waiting nearby for scraps dare not approach. A person draws near hoping to beat the cat to death and devour both it and the dog. Then the rats come swarming over the 3 larger creatures until their bones are gone. Evil consumes both good and evil alike, annihilating each with equal disdain. To survive here, one must either possess great power or move in a group of like-minded comrades. Unfortunately for me, being part of a group is not something I excel at. So, what am I to do? My investigation of Shinjuku is proceeding apace. Though the knowledge of Shinjuku imparted to me greatly differs from the reality of its insides, the premises of its external structure remain largely intact. There are ruins where buildings should be, and collapsed husks where houses should be. However, there's something different about that building. What could it be? Month X, Day Z, Dante's journal. I've confirmed the presence of a visitor from Chaldea. He is now accompanied by another. His situation is more perilous than he realizes, for that one's heart is pure evil. Believe me, I would know, for evil is as evil does. From the moment he was born, he only knew contempt. To him, love was always a foreign concept. That's why I find him standing at his side to be so frightening. However, if he was to find out what I was up to, I would lose the element of surprise. At the moment, my sole advantage is that nobody knows that I'm here, which is why I'm both writing a diary to be left here, but also saying it out loud. We still believe the Singularity to be some sort of mistake, results of mere coincidence. No. This has all been meticulously planned out from the beginning. With his involvement, it had to be. Good, that'll do nicely. I say, cocking my head slightly. We get a Saint Quartz. Backstreet is back. All right, the Millennium Trap. Okay. Alright, well, sure. It's actually incredible how, like, short it seems some of these things are, you know? Okay, so, I mean, well, you're fine, but we could also get someone to be getting us bond points, which I would kind of prefer. Let's see here. QP Scotty Bond Merlin. That's pretty good. I could take that. Sure. Sure. Okay, then we'll go with Kill Assassin. We got the Caster team. Except, you know what? Should I switch you off for... Whoa. I hate it when it's in this order. You know, I could switch you off for someone for damage. It's really not worth it for the difference in it, so... Nah, that's okay. Oh wait, Mash is still there. She totally can be used. Okay. She's just not here in the story. It's a butterfly.
Hello, Rider, hello, Archer, and hello, Assassin. You should know that the barrier picked up a signal earlier. It seems that Caldia sent a master here to restore humanity just as we expected. I hacked the ray shift coordinates to make him fall, but I'm afraid it didn't go so well.
Oh, wow, okay.
So what's our plan now?
Sounds good.
Calm yourself, Rider, not that I blame you for being enraged. Could we go after them?
I bet he's raring to go. Ryder. Everyone's an enemy, including us. He couldn't be more stoked about having an enemy he can just openly kill. Besides, didn't you pretty much figure out that that'd be his response to being told about Caldia?
Well, more or less.
So what exactly are you planning to do with this whole league thing? If it were me, I'd just kill him before he could see it coming. Want to do that? Please? Hell, I'll do it if you like.
What do you think, other
Archer?
You already know what I'm going to say, Professor. Look inside yourself and you'll know the best course of action. Just tell me who to kill.
I know who you are.
Yes, you do have a point. I'm certainly not the type to let another's opinion change my chosen course of action. At any rate, Caldia is finally involved. I've been waiting for this for thousands of years.
Thousands? What?
No, I shouldn't let my personal feelings show. I'll have to keep them in check. In any case, I've been expecting this. As such, I have a plan in place. First, Berserker will go on a rampage, then Rider will track him down. If he manages to survive even that, then it'll be your turn, Assassin.
You got it. Let's see. I mean, I go third? Oh man, why do I have to start late? What about me?
I'd like you to handle the flying squad. After all, you're my biggest miscalculation.
Miscalculation, eh? That's nice. Why am I black? Now that I've been summoned here, I know what I have to do. Here, if you know who this character is, look up the difference between their Japanese and American art. So chaos across the world. Rain evil down from the sky. Piece of cake, right?
Piece of cake, eh? You do realize that this is very different from your previous position, right?
Hey, you're lucky you got me. Make the most of it. After all, it didn't take you long to lose your saber and lancer. Even darkened. Those heroic spirits never lost their pride. Oof. Oof. Darkened, huh? Boy, you sure were.
Getting too...
Why does Emiya Shiro become black when he gets evil? Like, I just can't get over that. I just can't get over it. Fun fact, actually. Because pre-Fate Tanner hears things and then throws it out of his memory. I actively remember someone on my Discord showing a picture of this guy when I started Stay Night, actually. It was Stay Night, and it showed me this guy, and was like, hey, Tanner, take a guess who this is. And I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, you'll look back on this conversation one day, and boy, geez, am I. Getting two bad servants right off the bat. You may be a master of calculation, but your luck is awful.
I'd make it a point not to count on something as unreliable as luck in my calculations. And from that moment on, you were my miscalculation. You were the one who killed that saber and lancer so quickly, after all. Not that I don't appreciate it.
Don't worry about it. Consider it my sales pitch for my new master.
That accounted for losing all three of my knights at worst. Even having one of them survive is a win in my book. And that does mean my initial calculations were way off. After all, you still haven't disposed of it.
So, phantom spirits are also brainwashing devices, eh? I don't think so. At least I hope not. Maybe I should, though. But don't worry, Professor. Even if I am brainwashed, I've still made it my mission to kill you.
I appreciate your honesty. At any rate, phantom spirits are nothing more than ability enhancers, much like a mage's essences.
Now I see. No wonder you're an archer. Must have never stood a chance against your magical bullets. In which case, there is no need to transplant the phantom spirit. I have always been nameless. A botched plan's transplant could affect my spirit origin.
But it's perfectly safe. I didn't spend 3,000 years developing it for nothing, you know.
This is confusing. 3,000 years? 3,000 years, eh? How patient of you.
Where are you going?
Chaldea here. The battle is certain to get more explosive. I thought I would double-check the sniper spot I picked out earlier before that happens.
Now I see. Good man. One can never be too careful, after all. I wonder who it was that said 2 + 2 always equals 4. I'm glad you're on my side, Emiya.
Normally I would thank you for the compliment. Except I can't trust the thing you would say. I'm happy that, because I totally spoiled, but yeah. Why are you black?
With all your lies and deceit, the only thing I know about you for sure is that you're evil.
He's for a guy who looks like a dealer. He sure got a stick up his butt.
That may be, but he's easier to deal with than you, assassin. After all, he's always calculating too, and with a fairly complex formula at that. The answer, however, is simple. Once you figure that out, when you understand him, the formula no longer confuses you. Not that I've figured it out in its entirety, of course, but in that sense, I find dealing with you to be far more troublesome.
Me? Really? I mean, I know I'm biased and all, but I feel there aren't many guys as easy to understand as me.
You meant it when you said you intend to kill me earlier, didn't you?
You bet I did.
The formula is fairly simple, but the result is so bizarre I can't understand it.
Is that a compliment?
Absolutely.
I see. In that case, thanks. I never did get many compliments when I was alive, especially from my master.
Son, I don't believe your result will affect my final calculation. I have my magical bullets, I have my barrel. Now I just need one yet to be defined element and my formula will be complete. Excuse me? Does that mean you're not going to let me out of here, until this formula of yours is done? Of course not, Mr. Shakespeare. But don't let it get you down. Even compared to other worlds, humanity here is far outside the norm. Every one of the stories, characters, monsters you write or have written about actually exists here.
What? Interesting.
Don't you feel honored that your work has such an impact? Even if I am half alter, I can't say the prospect excites me.
Oh. I was gonna say, for one, that's a different outfit. Now, I haven't fully ascended, Shakespeare. That's, Is that his full ascension? Game Press Shakespeare. Because I actually don't know that. If it is, then that's cool. But I just want to check. That is. Okay, that is his fully ascended outfit. Okay. So it's not a unique one here.
the chains and things being shoved into him, those are new. Even if I am half elder, I can't say the prospect excites me. I mean, think about it. This is like a wondrous world of fantasy, fiction, and dreams, somewhat separate from Shinjuku, right? You excelled at theater, as I recall, which is largely the same thing. The monsters that appear in my plays are only ever...
There's the witches from Macbeth. There's numerous ghosts. There are all of the Tempest. There's a Midnight Summer's Dream. No, there are a lot of monsters that are in yours.
Even Caliban from my own Tempest was nothing but a man in makeup.
Okay, but in the story, he was literally meant to be a monster.
Monsters are monstrous because they cannot be defined. The terror they elicit lies in being unable to see them. Having actual monsters escape into reality would be nothing less than a nightmare. If I were my normal self, I would recite some long-winded lines for my own work, but now that I've been inverted, I won't stand for it. So if all I can do here is wail and repent, that is what I shall do. That's the only part of you affected by the inversion, eh? You must have been quite the good Samaritan. Not at all, I simply love the patterns that humans produce. Even if my alignment is now inverted, the writer's instinct remains the same. As such, Professor, I don't believe you and I will ever reach an understanding. I see. Then I'm afraid you'll continue to suffer in there. Fortunately for me, I never expected you to cooperate of your own free will. If anything, I expect you'll gladly betray me the moment something new strikes your fancy. You've got me there. A little tip from an old criminal. The seeds of deception are best planted well in advance. Oh, and while you're here, I'd like you to keep mass-producing King Lears. They are quite useful.
Oh my god, are we gonna be fighting Shakespearean works?
Well, this is quite the fix. No sooner do I answer the summon than I find myself in the middle of purgatory. I didn't think I had done anything so terrible as to deserve this, but perhaps I have. When we are born, we cry that we are come to this great stage of fools. Great, now I've gone and done something my usual self would do.
Shakespeare's like top of the line, one of my favorites.
Now then, there are of course numerous other life forms besides ruffians hiding in this Shinjuku. 1999 or not, you'll see all sorts of demonic beast-like creatures come out of the woodwork. There are Yakuza who know magecraft, rich people with chimeras for pets, mannequins that attack you. The city may well have more ghosts than people.
It's a horrible sound. Also the sound of me when I see Gorgon. Is that a baby crying? Look, a stroller! Wild dogs are attacking it! Oh no, you have to save it.
Wait a moment.
Go on, get away, dogs! Master, you should take that baby somewhere safe. Master? It's a doll?
What were you thinking, running off on your own like that?
Baby bomb, baby bomb, baby bomb! An explosion? Master, are you okay? Well, I'm alive at least. Thank goodness.
Do try and be more careful, would you? My back just made a sound that back should never make.
Sorry about that.
Yes, well, I can certainly appreciate the desire to help others. You cannot allow that desire to lead you by the nose. You must always be mindful of your surroundings. Think about it. Why is there no guardian nearby? Why was the baby crying at set intervals?
That was true. It did sound robotic.
For that matter, what parent would be so reckless as to bring their baby outside to this Shinjuku? These are the sort of questions you need to be asking yourself as you examine your surroundings. Remember, meaning follows us wherever we go. Not why we live, but why we are where we are. Meaning in life can be added after the fact, but as of now, there is absolutely meaning in being here. You are here to repair the Singularity. I most likely am here to help you. There are others who are here to stop you as well. You will need to consider these meanings and make a choice. Got it? Now stand up.
Yes, sir.
Bow.
Bowing.
Be seated.
Nice try.
Drat. So you didn't fall for it. Very well, back to the discussion at hand. Think about the baby again. No matter how much you look at it, there was no more than bait for a trap. You do understand that, right? Now, as we know it was a trap, we must ask ourselves who set it. Here we find the answer.
What is that noise? Master? Be careful, Master. I'm picking up 11 hostile signals near you. Is that a soprano? They're really good.
It's the colorators. Hide quickly.
It's a colorator. Oh. Colo. What?
The mannequins controlled by Christine, the puppet of the opera. They sing while killing...
Oh! Really? Huh.
They sing while killing people.
Oh god, please don't irk.
By the time they leave, not even corpses remain. Perhaps they use dead bodies for material?
No, save me.
I say, that's one of those ruffians from earlier.
Please, I don't want to die. Somebody save me. He's injured.
Well now, you stood your ground. I admire your spirit.
That a trap too?
Yes, I'm afraid he's all but done for.
No, wait, I've analyzed his wounds and I don't believe they're fatal.
That's not what I mean. The coloratures are trying to lure us in. There's no way he could escape with those kinds of injuries. The coloratures are far quicker than any Shinjuku rat. He only escaped because they let him. The same tactic employed by modern-day snipers. You needn't always kill your target, but rather neutralize the threat they pose. Shoot their legs or stomach and keep them alive. It's enough on its own, but when their allies then come to help, you can wound or kill them, as well as increase the carnage exponentially. In other words, if you try and help that ruffian, they'll be all over us.
Well, please somebody help me. Ah! Really?
Well done holding out, young master. Normally, this is where we would make our retreat. But I can see that doesn't sit at all well with you.
Not really, it doesn't.
In that case, we will begin by slowly, silently sneaking around them. The coloratures have frightfully good hearing. We must not make a sound. Slowly, quietly, make your way around.
Mr. Archer? You just ruined the whole stealth approach you were advocating for not too long ago.
Now, that was not my fault. I blame all the trash scattered about the street.
Wow, you always sound so sketchy.
Haha, laughing to change the subject. I guess now that we've been spotted, there's no turning back. Let's be at it then, you overgrown marionettes.
Here come the coloratures. So like, did he do that on purpose? To try and done diddle us in? That's definitely what I'm thinking right now, because of course the fact that, well, we know for sure that he's seemingly on the side of evil. Oh, these guys are not hard at all. What are you talking about? These guys are... You were worried about these dudes with their 17 whatever HP? Come on, dudes! Come on, after the Lamu, these are nothing. Oh, well, they have evade. Never mind. That's actually kind of annoying. So let's go do some of that. Oh, okay, never mind. Being able to evade certainly sucks. Thankfully, we can apply sure hit on Nero after, but not right now. No point, you're almost dead. Let's do that, okay. Okay, moving on. We said 11 of them. Okay. A few more. Let's do Siegs, because then we can do Merlin to get some more meter too if we need. I mean, they're not dragons, but who knows? Weirder things where it's like surprise where actually dragons have happened, so... Because you know what? If there's one thing that Shinjuku needs, it's a giant dragon flying around shooting fire. No one will know. No one will suspect a thing. Okay. And the last set, huh? That's it? Well. Okay. Well, we're gonna start with some big, dumb numbers. And then after that, we'll see. See if we need any more. How we do? Okay, not as much as I expected, honestly. Okay. Well, let's go. Green, blue, red. All the colors of the rainbow. Ooh, nice crit there. Okay, you're Agatito-ing Agachio. Isn't that like the frickin' Final Fantasy? Wasn't there Final Fantasy Agatio or something? I don't know, man. Do a little bit for everyone. Okay. Il cielo. Okay, well, guess what? That sucks. Unless... Well, here's what we'll do. Because then this'll let me hit. Let's do it. Break through the invincibility. Okay. Nice. Oh, we're gonna complete these master missions like they're nothing. Like they ain't no thing. Ninth colorature. How come I have the name of it I need to go to bed. Colorature defeated. The remaining two are still keeping their distance. They are holding position. What shall we do, Master?
Master, I believe we should get ready to make our retreat. As such, Master would like you to find the optimal escape route for us.
Are you saying these last two are really tough?
Oh yes, very tough indeed. Truth be told, they are far out of our league at this moment. In fact, to extend the analogy, you might say they're playing a different sport altogether.
I'm analyzing surroundings to find your optimal escape route. However, I'm afraid the enemies are closing in quickly. Please try to hold out a little while longer.
In that case, perhaps we'd try to speak with them to buy some time. By which, of course, I mean make excuses and beg for our lives. Are you good at that sort of thing, Master?
If by good you mean absolutely terrible, then sure. He may put his life on the line in everything he does, but he's never once begged for it.
My, that certainly is brave, although, seen in another light, it could be a kind of cowardice. Begging for one's life is something humans do to forestall their deaths as long as they can. You mustn't deny that. One should go. I need to go to bed. One should only go gentle into that good night when one is certain it is their time.
Oh, but Tanner's pretty good at buying time if you just let him keep talking.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Here they come.
Spirit origin analysis confirmed. It's the Phantom of the Opera. Although something about him seems off. And then there's that other servant. At least I think it's a servant. Can't tell for sure. Okay. It's literally a mannequin in a wig, huh? Ah, Christine. My shining jewel, my dearest light. What do you wish for? What do you desire? I'm sane, I'm not crazy, I'm crazy on my asthma. I'm human, I'm humanity, I'm a puppet, I'm a doll. Yes, I want life, I want vitality, I want blood, I want fresh blood. I want type A and type AB. I don't need type B. People need transfusions to live as people. They need soapboxes. If one life is lost, I can move one space forward and become human. If 2 lives are lost, I can move 1 space forward and become human. So 1 and 2 are the same. Yes, please give me life.
We seem to be out of luck. Christine is in quite a state today.
Ah, Caldia. Caldia, you Caldia, master, savior of the... Oh, wait, no, that's her. Please give me your life so I may be saved too.
Now I see, Master. This is your fault. Huh? Well, you did go and save the world, didn't you? If you can do that, then surely you must also have some mysterious power to save that bit of scrap.
That's insane. Did you just say? What did you just call my beloved Christine? How dare you, I hate you, I'll kill you, I'll destroy you. Oh, Christine, my love, your fury's even hotter and more beautiful than the sun. I shall kill them, yes, I shall destroy them. I'll tear them both limb from limb and assemble them anew. That will help them think about what they've done.
Not a day goes by that I don't think about that. My conclusion, I'm complete, I'm perfect, I'm an intellectual. How intelligent, you ask? Enough to stall for the precise amount of time we need. Mash!
I found your optimal escape route. Follow my instructions, get out of there, Master.
Excellent. Then here's my last bit of stalling.
Why, it's those magical bullets. So that means you are the same, even if your ends are polar opposites. Missed, you missed.
Not at all. Here comes the boom. I've always wanted to say that.
The gas station just blew up. Quick, now's your chance.
Very well. That was indeed a perfect getaway.
The Phantom and Christine are right on... Oh, take a right there, Senpai.
Just a moment, Mash. This isn't... What do you call it? A highway?
Yes, it's Japanese National Route 20.
I see. I'm afraid with all that's happened, there are a few things I may have forgotten to mention. Firstly, I apologize for that oversight. Secondly, I really should have told you this right away, but... It seems that many servants who have turned to evil here have agreed to divide and conquer, as it were.
Which means...
This highway, as you called it, is now their territory.
That's a terrifying noise. Okay. But not so terrifying that we don't get a Saint Quartz. Route 20, huh? I'm noticing a lot of single-parters. Which, like... I like it, that... Aww. It's adorable. Aw, cute. I only have 3 days left. I don't think I'll be getting any... Well, there's no way. There's no way I'll be... this one might be possible, but it's only for some of those. This one, I can get 10... Okay, I see. Okay, well, honestly, looking at the length of it, I think I might totally be able to complete it. I don't know. It just feels short. It feels small and short. I'll consult with people. I'll consult. Alright, guys, thank you for watching. See you next time for some more Fate Grand Order Ciao.